Hi everyone and welcome back. Today we'll be going through a very simple recipe that is absolutely perfect for those cold winter months. I'm talking about creamy tomato soup. Without further ado, let's get cooking. To go with our tomato soup, we're going to also make an herb-crusted crouton. Super simple. We've just cut up some bread, we've tossed in a bit of oil, some spices, and some salt, and now we're going to put it on a sheet pan and bake it in the oven at 350 till crispy. Now, when you spread out your croutons, make sure that they're evenly dispersed and not touching. This allows the hot air from the oven to heat up the surface area of our croutons evenly, making sure that they're crispy and crunchy all the way around. Now, while our croutons are cooking away in the oven, we're gonna work on our soup. I put a little oil in my pot, and now I'm heating it up, and I'm gonna add in my aromatics. That is my onions and garlic. We're gonna add this to the pan. Hearing that sizzle is a good sign, means my oil is nice and hot, which is very important, because if my oil wasn't hot enough, then my onions and my garlic are gonna absorb that oil, and making them very soggy and wet, not nice and caramelized, which is what we're looking for. The heat that you want to focus on for the soup at the start is just a medium. If it's too high, it's going to cook your onions too fast, which is going to burn them. And if it's too low, then it's going to take forever. So medium is the perfect happy medium. So now that our onions and garlic are both softened and caramelized, it's time to deglaze with our tomatoes and our broth. I'd like to use my spoon and kind of just puncture the tomatoes, because there is some liquid contained inside, and we want that liquid to kind of like evenly get flavored along with the rest of the tomatoes. And then last, we're gonna add in our broth. Now it's time to bring this mixture to a boil. Now that we've let our soup simmer for quite some time, it's time to blend it. Once your soup has been blended and it's nice and smooth, it's time to season it. I like to add a little bit of cream, some salt, and pepper. Now, if you're using canned tomatoes, you may also want to consider adding a little bit of sweetener. My preference is maple syrup, just to bring out that natural sweetness in the tomatoes. Now that we have our soup prepared and our croutons ready to go, it's time to plate. So using a ladle, we're just going to ladle about maybe 8 to 10 ounces of our soup. Next, we have our sour cream, which adds a little bit of creaminess to our soup, which is going to be a nice contrast for the acidity. And last but not least, we've got our crispy croutons. And just like that, we've got ourselves some soup.